I'm here in Paris, France. The Giant Cup 2018 is taking place here, and one guy who has had success here in Paris before is the 2012 world champion, Spam. Spam, when you come here to Paris, what do you feel?
I don't feel a lot anymore because this is almost my eighth time here playing a TrackMania event. So yeah, it is nice coming here, but not really as enthusiastic about Paris anymore as I was seven times ago.
I remember speaking to you after your game's assembly. You said, I don't know if the quote is correct, but 99% sure that you will not attend to an offline event anymore. Can you tell us why are you here then?
Yeah, things have changed. I expected after leaving, or well, actually disbanding with Expert, my old team, that things would go downhill. But in the end, I kept pretty positive, and almost half a year later, I signed with my new team, the Fuse Kids, and yeah, good future. And that's why I'm actually here to represent the Fuse Kids and basically my whole community on Twitch as well.
So this is gonna be your first offline event as a Diffuse Kids player. Do they expect something from you, or is it all up to you?
They just told me do your best, and whatever the result is, we will definitely be happy because yeah, it's gonna be my first event, so they don't expect a lot. I would say.
So what do you expect then?
Um, I'm gonna be honest here. I do think I can have the capability to get top eight, but based on my practice, it might be a little bit of a struggle to get there. But definitely a top eight is what I'm aiming for here.
I can give you some motivation because I'm doing some research here and there, and if you get top 3 or better, you're gonna be one of the top 10 players in Trackmania in the history who has earned the most amount of money. How does that feel?
Oh, I didn't even know that, but that is actually really interesting. So now I'm actually changing my top eight to a top three position.
But we have recently have the Trackmania Pro League going on, now the Trackmania World Championship. How has that affected your training for this offline event?
I think I can speak for a lot of the Pro League World Champion players that are actually attending this event that it collided together with the Giant Cup a lot as the people mainly focus on the World Cup as it is more prestigious to perform well at a World Cup than a separate LAN which is Giant Cup. So definitely my efforts went more into the World Cup qualifier than the Giant Cup. But that doesn't mean that I didn't see any or practice any of the maps here.
And you qualified for the World Cup in Paris next month. Has that given you more motivation to do well here, or are you sort of relaxed because you know there is one more event coming up in 1 month?
A little bit of both. I do definitely want to see what I can do again on LAN. It's been a couple months since Gamers Assembly, which was my last event that I attended, as most of the players, of course. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see and get the feel again on LAN. And then next month, we just have to go harder.
Something new we see with this event is something we saw back in 2006, 2007 maybe, a cup with no finalist mode. How do you see this format for yourself?
I have personally only played this mode once, and that was in the first online Giant Cup for Trackmania 2. I think this was back in 2013 or 14. And yeah, it's going to be interesting. I am noteworthy for driving a little bit more consistent and not really fast. And fast players will definitely have the upper hand in a mode like this, where every round is being played and every map is being played. So yeah, it's definitely going to affect my personal driving style a little bit. But yeah, I'm going to push it to the limits.
If you have to say one player who is going to benefit most from this, who is it?
Most likely Massa.
Why?
He is definitely known for his risking. Can definitely pull it off. Oh, and also Peck. Peck is probably my top one pick for the victory in this LAN. He's definitely shown in the past LANs that he is super fast and consistent. So yeah, those two players are definitely going for the victory. I mean, everyone is going for the victory, but if I had to pick another one, it might be one of the Sumpy guys. I heard they really put in the effort. It is also their first LAN as a Sumpy player, so definitely on the look for those guys as well.
You have sort of an underdog that might not be a favorite but can show up in the final, maybe like Omnipods at Gamers Assembly.
We could definitely see some upsets because there are many other players. There are 100 players right here competing for the victory, of course. So we definitely could see some upsets coming in. Yeah, we just don't know who is the most prepared. So we have to see how it progresses.
Last question for me. I know you have traveled far, so I thank you for doing this. But you've been upstairs. You see the area where you're playing. What is your first impression of the Giant Cup 2018?
It is really. I was actually surprised by the looks of it. I knew it was played in a school, so I really thought that we were gonna play in a gym area or something like that. But yeah, it really looks good and promising, and I hope everything will run smooth as well.
Thanks so much for doing this, and I wish you the best of luck. Let's get into that top 10 most earning players in TrackMania's history.
Yes, let's do it.